What's happening, tubes? So there was another mass shooting in Georgia, and I've got these out because, well, this is a Glock 29 chambered in 10 millimeter, and this is an AR-15 chambered in 5.56 NATO or 223 Remington. These two will not get up by themselves and hurt no one. Someone has to physically pick this weapon up and use it in a negative or a positive way. Furthermore, banning this because it is big, black, and scary is not going to save children. I know your feelings are hurt, and I know that it's something hard that you have to deal with in your fucking PS-sized brain, but this right here is just a tool. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh my God, he's got it loaded. It's not loaded. It's not. That one is, because I was carrying that today. You want to stop school shootings? I'll tell you how to do it. Instead of banning these, which there's so many of them in circulation, plus you go into the hood, especially in my hometown of Jackson, Mississippi, where I no longer live because of the fucking crime. Well, they have fully automatic variants of these, which is already illegal without the special permits, right? But how did they get that? I wonder. It's like they've always been on the street. Hang around Jackson, especially South Jackson, during the 4th of July or New Year's, and you'll hear da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You can only get that from one way, and that's from fully automatic gunfire. Anyway, if you go to the hood and try to confiscate these or these, you're going to be met with resistance, and that resistance is probably going to be a bullet in your skull. I wouldn't advise nobody doing that. I'm just saying, I lived in the hood for 20 plus years. Not a good idea to go to the hood and try to take away people's guns. They're not scared of the police. How do we stop these mass shootings in school? Metal detectors. Oh no, we can't do that. We can't lock every entrance and every exit. We can't pay somebody to be there because, you know, we don't care about your children. That's basically what they're fucking saying to each and every one of us. They don't care about your kids. They say they do, but they don't. If we would stop giving money to Ukraine and take that money and invest it back into the school system, then maybe, just maybe, we could stop all this shit. But banning this, which is semi-automatic, okay, and so is this. This is also semi-automatic. Banning that or banning this will not stop school shootings. It's already against the law to carry this or that on school grounds. It's against the law. Once again, against the fucking law. There are no gun signs out there. There's not a single sign that says that guns are allowed there. No guns allowed at a place of education. Unless you're law enforcement, in which case that's different. But how come we can't do the same thing that the politicians do with themselves and their children and the celebrities do? Have armed guards or armed sworn-in law enforcement officials to be there. And I don't mean just one officer there, multiple of them across this country, and pay them a good livable wage too. There's a lot of police officers that need the work because a lot of them don't get paid shit as is. And there's a lot of good cops out there, a whole bunch of good cops. But you know, you don't want to do that because you think it's too much like prison. You've never been to a fucking prison a day in your life. And I've told this to countless of people. You want to ban something, it's not going to solve the issue. You're just going to make it worse. Because it was already illegal to commit the crime to begin with. Man, I hate this just as much as anybody else does, man. I really do. And somebody's probably going to think I'm some kind of unhinged fucking fool. But I don't care. Send this video to whoever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. Anybody in their right mind would know that I'm not. You hear me, buddy? I know who you are in McKeesport, Pennsylvania. Him and his boyfriend down in Louisiana. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, it's 2024. If you want to, you know, be gay and be happy, go for it. But him and his best friend that he likes to be a knob gobbler with, you know, seems to think that, you know, if I post videos about firearms and firearms accessories, that I'm going to be, you know, contacted by some kind of magical fucking police department somewhere when there's so many gun videos out there. What the fuck ever, dude. Why don't I have a site on it? I'm waiting on it. Your mom is sending it to me. I've been busy with other shit. But either way, banning something is not going to stop the issue. Drinking and driving is illegal. People still do it. Crack, cocaine, meth, all of that, heroin, all of that is illegal. People still do it. Your law didn't stop shit. But metal detectors, locking every entrance and exit, having people that are sworn in law enforcement officials be there at all times. Yeah. Making sure that the people that come into this establishment, the school, is meant to be there. Oh, and if you're there to visit for a parent-teacher conference, or you and the teacher need to sit down as a parent, you would have to be on a list with your name, and it has to match your driver's license. If you're there to pick somebody up because they're sick, a family member has to do so, and they can't come into the school unless they're approved to do so. Meaning they have to be on a list. But banning either one of these isn't going to stop a fucking thing. That's what y'all don't seem to understand. Criminals do not follow laws. The law-abiding, like myself, we follow laws. Checkmate.